Hello there, beautiful souls. We trust that you're all doing wonderfully well. We're thrilled to have you here with us today as we embark on another enlightening journey into the past. We're incredibly grateful to have seen our community grow, and we extend a warm welcome to all those who've recently subscribed. It's your curiosity and passion for knowledge that keeps us going. A special shout out to our new friends, Ruth from Nairobi, Samuel in Sydney, and Maria over in Dublin. We're glad you're here. Today, we've got a remarkable story lined up for you. We're going to unravel the intricate tale of a character you may know from the Bible, but whose story extends far beyond what is written in those sacred pages. Yes, we're talking about Pharaoh's daughter, a woman whose narrative is far richer than one might initially perceive. Without further ado, let's dive into the fascinating tale of Pharaoh's daughter. To truly appreciate the story of Pharaoh's daughter, we must first understand the historical context. Let's travel back in time for a moment, to the era of ancient Egypt, a time when pharaohs ruled the land and the Nile River was the lifeblood of civilization. In this period, society was structured in a hierarchical system, with the pharaoh at the pinnacle, vested with absolute power and considered a living god. Beneath him were the nobles, priests and military leaders, followed by artisans, farmers and laborers at the base of the pyramid. Slavery was prevalent, with many slaves being prisoners of war or people who had incurred debts they couldn't pay. The cultural practices of ancient Egypt were deeply intertwined with their religious beliefs. The Egyptians were polytheistic, worshipping a pantheon of gods and goddesses, each with their own domains and responsibilities. They believed in an afterlife, and this belief shaped much of their rituals and practices, including the building of magnificent pyramids as tombs for their pharaohs. Within this setting, we meet our subject, the daughter of a pharaoh. As a princess, she would have enjoyed a life of privilege and luxury, educated by the finest tutors and surrounded by servants. Yet her story is not one of idle indulgence. Instead, it's a narrative of compassionate action and defiance against the norm. In the biblical account, Pharaoh's daughter is not named, but her actions speak louder than any title. She is best known for rescuing baby Moses from the Nile, an act that defied her father's orders and changed the course of history. This act alone paints a picture of a woman who was empathetic, courageous, and willing to stand up for what she believed was right. With this background, we can now explore the intriguing story of Pharaoh's daughter. She is more than just a minor character in the tale of Moses. She's a testament to the power of individual actions, even within the constraints of societal expectations and norms. Pharaoh's daughter, a princess of Egypt, plays a pivotal role in one of the most enduring narratives of the Bible. She is a figure shrouded in mystery, her name not known, but her actions reverberate through history. The story begins with her going down to bathe in the Nile, accompanied by her maidens. As they walk along the riverbank, they spot a small basket among the reeds. Intrigued, the princess sends one of her maidens to fetch it. To their surprise, they find a baby boy inside, crying. The princess, moved by compassion, recognizes him as a Hebrew child, the very children her father, the Pharaoh, has ordered to be killed. Yet, she decides to save him. She names him Moses, meaning drawn out of the water, and in a twist of fate, she raises him as her own son, right in the heart of Pharaoh's palace. This act, a defiance to her father's decree, is a testament to her courage and compassion. She risks her standing, her reputation, and possibly her life for a child of a people considered the enemy. It's an ethical quandary, choosing between obedience to authority and the call of humanity. But for Pharaoh's daughter, the choice seems clear. Her decision, however, goes beyond mere personal ethics. It sets the stage for a much larger narrative. The child she saves grows up to be Moses, the liberator of the Hebrews. In the safety of the palace, he receives an education and upbringing fit for a prince, equipping him with the skills he would later use to lead his people out of Egypt. The story of Pharaoh's daughter is a beacon of hope, demonstrating how acts of kindness and bravery can change the course of history. In saving Moses, she unknowingly sets in motion a chain of events leading to the liberation of a nation. Her actions had a profound impact, setting the stage for the liberation of the Israelites. Though the Bible gives us an intriguing glimpse into her life, there's much more to Pharaoh's daughter's story. This enigmatic figure has found her place in various traditions and interpretations that go beyond the biblical narrative. In Jewish tradition, for instance, Pharaoh's daughter is given a name, Bithia, which means daughter of God. It's a testament to her moral courage, choosing to save a Hebrew infant against her father's decree. Her character embodies compassion and defiance, two virtues highly prized in Jewish teachings. In Christian tradition, she is often seen as a prefiguration of the Church. Just as she drew Moses out of the water, the Church is seen as drawing the faithful from the waters of baptism. Her act of saving Moses is seen as a symbol of salvation, a key theme in Christian theology. Islamic tradition too has its own interpretation of Pharaoh's daughter. Named Asiya, she is revered as one of the four perfect women in Islamic theology, alongside Mary, Khadijah, and Fatima. Her story is seen as a testament to faith and righteousness, standing up against the tyranny of her own father. And it's not just in religious traditions where Pharaoh's daughter makes her mark. In various artistic and literary works, she's portrayed in diverse roles, from the compassionate saviour of Moses to a powerful princess defying her father's cruel edicts. In some narratives, she even becomes a prophetess, using her influence to guide her people towards righteousness. Her character has been a source of inspiration for countless artists and writers. In opera, for instance, she plays a central role in Handel's Israel in Egypt. In literature, she's a key character in novels like The Shadow Women by Angela Hunt and The Pharaoh's Daughter by Mesu Andrews. So you see, Pharaoh's daughter's influence extends far beyond the pages of the Bible. Her story has been interpreted, reinterpreted, and immortalized in various cultural and religious traditions, making her a truly universal figure. The story of Pharaoh's daughter teaches us about courage, compassion, and the power of individual actions. As we've journeyed through history, we've seen that her tale is far more extensive than what's simply inscribed in the Bible. She stands as a beacon of bravery, daring to defy the decrees of her own father Pharaoh to save a life. Her compassion led her to adopt Moses, a decision that would alter the course of history. Her story is a testament to the enduring impact of individual actions, proving that even in the face of great power, one can choose to do what is right. It's a story that remains relevant even today, encouraging us all to reflect on the choices we make and the impacts they have on our world. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Remember, everyone has the power to make a difference. Until next time, stay curious and keep exploring.